Hi everyone, it's me again. It's been a while since I actually made a video. Well, not since I made one, but since I'm actually posting one. I made one for the February BoxyCharm unboxings. And I also did some makeup tutorials in there for some Valentine's Day eye looks. I did one on each eye, but I ended up working like 9 days straight and editing that video. I tried 3 different times and I just could never get to it. So I'm gonna upload it. It's just gonna be a super late, here's some eye looks for whenever. That way at least you can get to see them because I really liked how they came out. I just could never get to editing that video. By the time I got home, it was super late in the evening. I was super tired. I even worked on a Sunday, so it was a lot. So we're back, finally a day off. We actually feel energized and can put 2 thoughts together. So that's what we're gonna do today. I just have to first and foremost, so my FabFitFun box came, which, you know, it's quarterly. I just have to give a shout out to them because this box, this Dress for Success box, is probably my favorite box that I've ever seen by them. I've loved a lot of their the art that they do, but this has been my favorite box that they have ever done. Obviously, I'm not going to do an unboxing on that, but I thought I just had to give a shout out to them because I can't even get rid of this box. Like, now I'm like, oh, a new storage box because that box is gorgeous. So whoever the artist was on that box, great job. So today I thought it would be super fun to do some St. Patrick's Day eye looks. I'm super excited because I love St. Patrick's Day. It's one of my favorite holidays. I could skip Valentine's Day and go right on into St. Patrick's Day. I've never been big on Valentine's Day. Even now that I'm married, I'm still not that big on Valentine's Day. I tease my husband a lot about, you better be prepared, but I could honestly care less about the holiday. I love St. Patrick's Day. I love everything about Ireland. I've always had this really quiet obsession with it. So I love their culture. I love their accents. It's beautiful. I want to go see the cliffs so bad. It's probably my #1 destination to ever go to. So hopefully one day, cross my fingers, I will get to Ireland. I just worry that I will never leave. Not a bad thing, but you know, gotta come home sometime, I suppose. But that's why I can't bring my dogs, because if I brought my dogs, oh, I probably would never ever come back here. Even though it's really cold there, I don't mind the cold. I love the cold. You can always put more layers on. I don't like the heat because you can only take off so much before it becomes a little illegal. People frown upon that. So I thought today would be a lot of fun to do, you know, like I said, some St. Patrick's Day eye looks. However, I'm gonna do a little challenge for myself, and I'm only gonna use Jeffree Star palettes because let me tell you, and the reason I did this is because I was looking for a Kelly green, and I have probably 30 makeup palettes. I really try not to get more eyeshadow palettes. I don't really know if I have 30, but it's pretty up there. I had no greens, and I kept thinking, I'm like, I have to have a green in at least one of these eyeshadow palettes. I mean, at least one. Well, part of the video that I was going to make too is that I got my premium box from Jeffree Star, and in there was the big surprise of the discontinued Alien palette, which, as you can see, has not even been unsealed. So I know it's discontinued and I've seen it. I actually have never held it in my hand until now. So I know it's a collector's item basically. I don't like the Alien palette, like the shape and stuff. That's just not me. Now the eyeshadows, of course, I'm going to love them, more than likely. So I thought, you know what, I could only imagine that this probably has a green in it. So I kind of Googled it, and it does have a green. However, I don't really know like the intensity of the green, but I also peeked inside my Conspiracy palette and it has some greens too. So I really want it to be, I'm touching it, it's open, it's out. I know a lot of girls are wanting this palette, so I feel bad for collecting it because so many people want it, but at the same time, I kind of want it too. So see, this has the greens in it that I really need. It has this beautiful flying saucer green, and then of course the alien green with the sparkles in it. So I will more than likely be digging into this palette today for this video because I want those greens. And I kind of want to try to use as many of these palettes as I can because I've yet to dig into my Conspiracy palette, the mini Jawbreaker. And then I thought it would be kind of fun to also play around with the Brain Freeze for some eye looks too because it has all those pretty oranges in it. So I'm gonna play with a couple of these, or excuse me, all of them if I can, just to get all the different eye looks going. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. I've already done my face and everything. I've prepped my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Typically, I just use my concealer to do the eyes, but when you're doing a really good eye look, when you actually want your eye look to be intense and really you want it to stay, it's not just kind of, I call it like a basic everyday eye look, like when I'm going to work. Yes, I want my eye look to stay. Typically, it's just kind of some bronzer that I use on my eye, the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. I don't really care where it goes because it just sparkles my eye and that's it. But days like today where I want my eye looks to really stay and really, really, I guess, make a statement, it's really, really good to use the actual eye setting primers, simply because your eyelids are already oily, and it works better. It's formulated for areas like that, whereas when you use your concealer up there, that's why it tends to move. So a couple things that I learn all the time. So it's not a bad thing if you don't use it, but it can also not keep your eye look staying where you want to. My hair's got a little treatment in it because, you know, I went and had it redone, so I don't have any roots anymore. So it's wet and doing its own thing today. It's a beautiful day outside, so I kind of wanted to let it air dry and be happy and whatever. So let's get right in. I'm gonna try to stay with some greens and the whites and the oranges today. I think we can do that with no problem. Just for my face, Juvia's Place foundation, and of course, concealer. Then I did for my brows, I did Benefit. Set it with Anastasia Brow clear brow gel, which I love. I got some of that in my Allure box. I love that. And of course, I use the Too Faced for my cheeks, Hourglass for the blush, and of course the Cookie highlight from Benefit as well. Ciate London for my trans setting powder here. And then of course I just did the Coty Air Sponge just kind of for an all over set. And that's it for that. So let's get right on into the eye look. And for the special occasion, I did go ahead and break out my Jeffree Star brushes, which I don't use very often because I don't really know why I don't use them very often. I should. There's no reason not to. So I'm going to be sipping some coffee in between here. Not that I really evidently need any more. So let's see. We're going to open all these palettes. So we got Alien open. Conspiracy, which of course is still in the box. And one thing I actually noticed, because I pulled this out to see what colors in person, like to really look at them. Did anyone ever notice that the Jeffree Star logo at the top here is pink? Because I really never noticed that. As many times as I've looked at this, I never noticed that. So of course, the Conspiracy palette. This palette, I tell you, it's really, really beautiful. The Mini Breaker palette, which is still in the box. Here is that little beauty. And I figured we could probably pull the oranges out of here. And I believe I think the Brain Freeze went with this collection. Did it? I don't know. Because the colors are kind of similar, but I could be completely wrong. I know there's probably some ladies out there that are like, no girl, you need to know your Jeffree Star. So I didn't bring any anything to wet my brushes, so I just got a little thing of water, which is the same thing. You don't have to have anything special to wet your brushes with. So don't think you have to go out and buy a product just to spray your brushes with when you want to make things stick better. So we're just gonna use water today. All right, let's get in. I'm excited. The Meguiar's run is coming up. If you live up in the panhandle of Florida where I live, Meguiar's is a restaurant. It's an Irish restaurant. And it is such a blast. It's kind of one of those staples when you come up here to visit, you have to go to. When I was visiting up here, I always had to go. Now that I live here, I don't ever go unless family comes in because they love to go. The atmosphere is such a blast. The food is excellent. They always have Irish music playing. Everything is Ireland. So it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite places, but I try not to go just simply because I reserve it for when family is here. So it's a very, very touristy area too. When it's high tourist season, I definitely don't go just because it does draw in a lot of tourists. So we are first going to step in with Abduction from Alien. It's a light green shade. I'm not gonna pick up all these palettes. I'm just gonna tell you the name of the shadows because I have 3 of them laid out, and that's just gonna be kind of a nightmare to keep bringing up. So let me zoom you in just a little bit for the eyes. Oh, y'all gonna see everything. And I have a mirror right below me that I'm also going to be using. So we're just gonna lay this down, kind of right there on the crease. And that primer is also going to be grabbing these colors as well. It's been on there for about half an hour now. There we go, turn that down a little bit. So yeah, the Meguiar's 5K is coming up. The Meguiar's 5K means a lot to me for personal reasons. It was the first 5K that I ever did. And I set the goal basically to finish. If you finish before an hour, you're good. It's only, you know, obviously 3.1, 3.2 miles. But if you don't finish in under that, then they send the big green bus to come get you. And my goal, because I was so overweight and I was trying to get healthy, was basically to finish in under an hour. I finished in 58 minutes. When I crossed that finish line, it wasn't just crossing a finish line, I was done. It meant I hit a life goal. I was so proud of myself for finishing in under an hour. I cried. And a lot of people, you know, they didn't quite understand like what was going on. But it was just because it was just reaching such a huge milestone for myself, because it's the first time I ever did that. I never in a million years thought that I would ever finish a race. Like, I mean, I walked and I ran some of it, but I never thought that I would finish a 5K ever. Never thought I would sign up for one. And that just kind of started to really drive my passion for it. So I just started to do one over and over and over. I would do them once a month, basically. I started to just get addicted to them, and soon I was in the gym all the time. I ended up losing 112 pounds. Took 4 years. At the same time, I was also doing like muscle building and stuff like that. So I know muscle weighs more than fat. So it's a little deceiving when you get on the scale and you're like, oh my God, you know, like I'm not losing any weight, but you're gaining muscle. It really messes with your head. So next, we're gonna step in with Flying Saucer, which is of course also in the Alien palette. We're gonna deepen up that crease. I seriously can't believe I'm using this Alien palette. I have no idea how this eye look is gonna come out. I really have no plans. We're just gonna go with it. Oh, these greens are beautiful. So I haven't, you know, I would do the 5Ks over and over, and eventually I got my time down to, I think it was 32 minutes. I mean, I really was so proud of myself. The next year I did it was 48 minutes. I mean, I shaved 10 minutes off my time. I have asthma, so running outside is not, doesn't work for me all the time. It's when my asthma allows it to work. So anytime I can finish things outside, I get really excited. And shaving 10 minutes off of my run time when I'm outside was great. I did end up with shin splints, and then I had another 5K, I think 2 weeks later. Oh, it was a painful couple weeks, but I threw some KT tape on them, and I was good to go, but whew, it was painful. I'm sorry, I'm using all the Jeffree Star brushes. This is the, of course, the Morphe by Jeffree Star by Morphe, whichever, the JS6. So the next one, I think it was 32 or 36 minutes. Gosh, it's been so long since I've done it. I can't really remember. We're gonna blend that up just a little bit. Get that line a little clearer. Same thing over here. ended up getting into a car accident and I couldn't do them for a while, and I haven't done them since. So this is my first one in 4 years since I've done it. So I'm nervous, excited. I'm either way. I just love to go. I don't think that I'll be running this one, but I'll at least walk it and kind of get back into where I was. You know, it's okay to start over, and I told myself that numerous times, even though it is very disheartening, because I worked so hard to get to where I was. But, you know, you can always get back there. So next we are going to step in with, let's see. Which one can we do now? Let's do an orange. So we're gonna go into the mini breaker and we're gonna go into double scoop. Let's get more of a flat brush for this. That's a little tight. We're gonna use the JS6 for this one. Again. I have both sets of the Jeffree Star brushes, so pretty certain that these are the same, but I love these more because I think they're just totally cute. Yeah, JS6. So we're gonna go in with the double scoop. Let's see if we can't. Oh my gosh, look at the pigment. I'm getting Irish vibes already. Everyone always has such a blast with the Meguiar's run as well. Zoom me out just a little bit. I love going even just for the atmosphere. And then of course you eat afterwards. They give you some free food. But then of course if you want something different than what they're giving you, you can go inside. Of course the wait's, you know, crazy because everyone wants to go inside. But it's so worth it. The whole thing is just worth it. And of course you get the free t-shirt and everything for your 5K, and they're always adorable. They serve you wakes after, you get the beer after. I think the last time that I'd done it, there was 16,000 people doing it. I mean, it's massive. There are 2 locations, one in Destin and one in Pensacola. I always do the Pensacola, which I think is the only one who does it. I don't think they do it in Destin. I think it's only the Pensacola location that does the run. So it's March 7th. If you are in this area and you want to sign up, or if you want to travel to this area and sign up, it's worth the drive. It's worth the fun. It is such a blast. And of course at the end, the Navy also runs. So if you know, if you're a looker, people like to look. So we're going to kind of go in with the JS10, and we're just going to kind of pack that in a little tighter down here. And you know, we're definitely going to be putting in some shimmeries. You can't have this look without some shimmer at all. I mean, look how pigmented that orange is. Then the green, and then you have that lighter green. I mean, these are beautiful. And then we're either gonna use ranch. I think we're gonna use ranch because I really like that color for some inner corner highlights. I think that would be beautiful. Okay, so we've set that down. I'm really gonna pack that on some more because I'm gonna go in with this slice from the mini breaker as well, and we're gonna put on some pretty color, some sparkly. So what is your favorite holiday? Let me know, because I tell you that St. Patrick's Day is just my favorite fun holiday. I love Christmas, I love Halloween. Halloween and St. Patrick's Day are my 2 favorite fun celebratory holidays. Christmas is my favorite one to spend with my family. No doubt. No doubt at all. Go under that eye with this orange. Okay, and then we're also going to go in with some greens under there as well. But I am going to go ahead and pack on some of this pretty slice color from the Mini Breaker so we can sparkle up that orange. It's a little darker, but I just want it to sparkle. Might be better applied with my finger. A lot of those are, you guys know that. If you've watched me before, you kind of know that applying these with your finger, sometimes it just adheres better, so. It just gives that little bit of sparkle, not too much. I don't want to give too much right there. Okay, do the same to the other eye. I usually have my face, like I do face tattoos and stuff for the Meguiar's run, but I think it'd be a lot more fun to do a makeup look for it too. So maybe if I have time, I can do a fun makeup look like what I will do for that day. Little fallout, but you know, that stuff doesn't bother me. It does bother some. However, I am trying to pack it on the eye too, so that doesn't really bother me. Let me get a sip. I drink coffee all day, which is probably why my body does not like me so much. So next we are going to go into Alien, and we're going to pack that on that pretty green area. I am going to use the JS11 because I'm going to try to get it kind of on right here, and I can't really do that with my finger. If I have to, I will wet the brush, but let's see if we can't pack it in there since it is in that little crease area. Ireland is just all about bright colors, and oh gosh, it's just beautiful. It's so dreamy. Like, I don't even want to have an agenda when I go to Ireland. I just want to walk around Ireland and just experience the scenery, go to some pubs, just that, like, just go and just be in the one place that I just wanted to go. I've been fortunate to travel, you know, in a few places, mostly here in America, which, gosh, there's still so much to explore here, here at home too. Sometimes I feel though that I can just kind of do that anytime, but I really can, or I would have already done it. So, but I want to be able to travel internationally while I can, you know, and I'm able to. So I would really just like to get that done. Check that off my bucket list. So those are our colors so far. Now I'm going to go in with that brush. I'm just going to try to, kind of blend this upwards a little bit. See if we can get some more of that. Okay. Wow, all these colors are so pigmented, which I haven't played with a color in any of his palettes that really aren't. That's not me just being biased because I do love his products. I haven't. Okay. Next, we are going to go in with Conspiracy. Let me actually swatch that. Yeah, it's just kind of like a little light sheen to it. And I'm just going to put that right here. Just so we have some upper sheen too. Look at that. But we're going to take it down. Because I want to go green. Okay, so now we need some green on that under eye. We are going to go in with Flying Saucer again. Just deepen up on the corner. I'm not going to go all the way across. Let's go in with some ranch. See if we can't get that little. With the green, it makes the ranch almost put off like a super, super, super light green sheen. I'm totally digging it though, like totally. Boy, that orange is like, bow, like it's serious. I like it though. That Pluto from Alien is really talking to me, so we're just gonna have to give that a little go. I'll use that on my eyebrows just to kind of highlight that up there. Oh, this is gorgeous. Wow. Oh yeah. Hey girl. Hey girl, you're here. The girl has arrived. Wow. Okay. I see you, Jeffrey. I see you. Oh, wow. Look at the light picking that up. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's just put some Pluto in there too. I mean, she's trying to make a statement. Oh. That girl is shook after using that. I mean, seriously. Wow. Okay. So, what do we think? Very Irish. Greens, oranges, some whites, subtle, everyday wear. Let's see. I think I added a different orange in there. What would we think about that? Or if I just kind of blended this in a little bit. So it tones it down just a little. And then let's take this brush and blur that line. There we go. Okay, let's do some liner and mascara. We are going to use the ColourPop gel liner, which I love the ColourPop gel liners. I'm going to close all these palettes. I have the whole set, the whole collection. I got the Vault a while back, and I love it. I use it all the time, every day, anytime. I use Exit, the white one. It is the most pigmented liner ever. I was actually swatching a bunch of these before I started, and I had to scrub my hands to get it off. So it is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. All right, so we are going to step in with the green liner from the ColourPop collection for the waterline. Oh, look how fun that is. Oh, it's so fun. All right. And we're going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. I always fan my eyes. Such a habit. Do I really have to? Probably not. And clean this up. Since I did get some in my eye. Ugh. My eyes are super sensitive to liner. Ugh. All right, and other side. Well, whew. So now we are going to put on our mascara, complete these eyes, and I'll probably go in with more of the gel liner just so now that it is set, and deepen that green up to get a little more intense color. I feel like we need some more green under the eye just to be like, boom. Let's see, that was the Alien palette. Come here. All right, let's get some more green under there. I think we need more green. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I feel better about that now. Sometimes you just need a little more color under there. And we are going to also put some more orange under there. Just towards the front. Yeah, there we go. I'm happier with that now. Just something was missing there. I think that was it. All right, let's go ahead and put some more green on. The green is really, really neat looking. All right. And this is the Maybelline Feline Mascara that I picked up in a drugstore video. I still love this mascara. It has been one of my favorite mascaras that I picked up. Don't sleep on drugstore products, I'm telling you. I mean, look what it does for your lashes. Hey, girls. It wakes them up. I try so hard not to be one of those girls who are like, when I'm putting on my mascara, but sometimes I just do it anyway. Oh gosh, beautiful. I don't wear a lot of fake lashes anymore because my eyelashes are just so long, and after I put mascara on and it dries and I'm out, people always ask me if they're my real lashes anyway, and I'm like, okay, if people are always going to ask me that, then what's the point of putting on falsies anyway? But I mean, every blue moon I will wear them, but for the most part I never wear fake lashes anymore. I think honestly the last time I wore them, I think was my wedding in September, and they came off like when I got home. No, I wore them one time since then because I tried that magnetic lash. I wore them at a wedding. That's the last time I wore them, which was November. So it's been a long time. All right, so that completes our eye look today. I think it's actually really cute, subtle. You can wear it every day. I think that the Pluto, I think just kind of brought it all together, really highlighted the eyebrows. I'm gonna zoom you out now so you don't see all my pores. Not really. My skincare regime, whenever I was working so much, it was like great. Oh, getting tired. Ooh, slept in my makeup the last few nights. And I never, ever do that. So now we are going to put our lips on. And I've already treated my lips with the, you know, the sugar stuff. So we are gonna wear Christmas Cookie, because this is one of my favorite shades. Lip scrubs, that's it. Ooh, yes. All right. And we are going to top that off with the lip gloss that I got in one of the boxes. It's called Ice Cold. Just so you can have sparkle on the lips too. God, it smells so good. Oh, look at that. All right, guys, so that completes the whole makeup look for today. I hope that you enjoyed me using just Jeffree Star palettes on this eye look, making a St. Patrick's Day eye look. I think it came out really, really pretty just for a normal, everyday kind of eye look. It's very green, very Irish, so I really, really like it. I am now going to get my day started since I got to play with makeup and have fun and talk to you guys and kind of let you know, where I've been. And so I will see you guys next time. Maybe next time we can do like a real fun, not everyday eye look. Maybe what I'll do on the 5K. Who knows? So thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you on my next video. As always, take care of yourself and thank you and have a wonderful weekend.